I used to doom scroll so much on my phone, and I still do a lot. But I used to be addicted to TikTok and Instagram Reels, like addicted. I'd be like literally every night for hours, like till like 3 a.m. I'd just be restless. I'd be going from YouTube Shorts to TikTok to Instagram Reels, and I'd just be constantly going through that until my body would just shut down and I would fall asleep. And I'd see my phone when I wake up, and it'd be on, playing the same like reel over and over again, because that's how I left it. I literally shut down and my phone was just there, playing reels the whole night. It was bad. And I changed my habits a while ago. I realized that this was unhealthy because my sleep was not good. It was not good quality. That day when I'd wake up would not be good. And so I started building habits, better habits, which I could replace. Because just stopping it cold turkey has been proven to be incredibly hard, but also not the most effective way of doing things. In order to stop doing a bad habit you have, you must replace it with something different. And you must come to accept that that new thing you start will most likely not be as fulfilling as, or feel as nice as the old habit, because you've reinforced that behavior so much. But eventually, this will feel good. Maybe not as good, but it will feel good as well. And so in my second desk in my room, which I dedicate purely to self-improvement, I read. Every day I read for around 2 hours minimum. And the reason I do this is that, of course, I wanted to replace my habits because I was doom scrolling for so long. Now, it's not that I don't know what to say, it's just I have this inner desire to just continuously learn. Like, I feel like life is just more than what I know right now. Like, I want to know what more knowledge is out there. And I've found that, for me at least, fundamentally, when I read, I take in so much more information than I would through even just watching videos like lectures or YouTube videos. And I retain it, and I also apply it. It's as if whenever I read, I know that I'm becoming a more knowledgeable person, and I'm applying what I learned in real life. I had to put some effort to that, but not as much as I thought I would. And so the reason I read for 2 hours a day, every day at least, is because I'm just in the pursuit of knowledge. Because the world is just more than your phone. And I don't know how to explain that to you unless you try it. But when you're scrolling through your phone, you're just like a fast forward button on your life. Like, hours just go by and by. And I think in this year, it's already November. It's nearly 2025. I've spent so many hours of my life, even just this year, doom scrolling and not retaining anything. And then that's why I wanted to change. And so ever since I built this habit of reading, I know I can look back and be proud of the time I spent not being on my phone and actually learning what's in this world, or just learning how to become a better person. This will most likely be a 2-part video. This part explaining to you why I read 2 hours minimum a day, and then the second part will be how I do it, how I develop this habit, what books I've read, how I retain the information, how I apply it. All that part will be in the second video. But for this first one, I just explained to you why I read 2 hours a day. I'm 22 years old, and when I tell people this, or when it comes into conversations, people are like, oh, that's crazy, man, like 2 hours is such a long time. Where do you get the time to do that? Or how do you stay concentrated for so long, etc. And the thing is, everyone has a large screen time. So when people say they don't have time, that's just not true. Because if you spend so much time on your phone, you can also be doing reading. And the last thing before I end this video is the reason I read for 2 hours a day is like, I'm not forcing myself to do that. I've created this inner desire. It's like I've reignited the fire that already existed inside me. Or I've created the fire, anyhow. One of the two. I made that fire ablaze again. And it just makes me want to read. I don't have to force myself. People kind of think that, oh, you're reading 2 hours a day, you must be forcing yourself to do that. But I'm not. And that's what makes it much more easier for me to to do. But hey, if you liked this video, please comment down below, tell me you did, or like it for me. But in the next video, I will let you guys know, like I said before, what books I read, what time I read, how I retain the information, how I apply it in real life, and how I created this urge or this feeling to want to read. And how, by the way, I didn't start with 2 hours a day like that. That's not true. It started with 20-minute increments, then 30, then an hour, then an hour and a half, and 2 hours, and it became longer. But I can teach you how to do that if you desire. I'll make a video about it for you to watch if you'd like. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Thank you.
I will stop